Donald Trump just dropped a bomb on the Smithsonian, and this one is actually very scary. I'm David Reddish. Welcome to Occupy Democrats. First of all, please forgive my less than formal dress today. I'm about to head down to WonderCon at the Anaheim Convention Center, where I will be presenting my books every day. If you're there and you see me, please come say hi. Now for our breaking story. The Smithsonian Institution. It's one of America's most cherished and lauded, institutions, even on a worldwide scale. People flock from all corners of the globe to see the museum's collection of more than 157 million artifacts, ranging from Abe Lincoln's hat to Dorothy's ruby slippers to the original Starship Enterprise. In addition to being one of the nation's biggest tourist draws, the Smithsonian also provided the inspiration for the Night at the Museum movie series. So there's that. Unlike other American tourist staples like the Orlando theme parks or the Grand Canyon, say, the Smithsonian is a jewel of American pride. That makes Donald Trump's latest move all the more frightening and all the more disgusting. More on that in a moment. Amid Trump's idiotic trade war, his tariffs, and the recent Signalgate debacle, the administration has also begun implementing some truly sinister policies targeting pillars of American culture itself. Just last week, Trump took aim at America's colleges and universities. At Columbia University, for example, he pulled more than $400 million in grants and demanded specific curriculum changes. It also, perhaps most relevantly, demanded new policies designed to prevent students from protesting. Earlier this month, Trump named himself the head of the Kennedy Center, firing the cultural venue's entire nonpartisan board. He criticized the center's history of supporting queer artists and their themed works. One former Kennedy Center contract employee, Travis Forsyth, actually posted a 45-minute naked protest video in which he condemned the move. He was fired from his job as a result. We were going to show you a censored portion of that video here, but it looks like both YouTube and Twitter have removed it. Funny that, right? It's not like those tech guys are doing Trump any favors, are they? Okay, so we can't show you Travis Forsyth's birthday suit. So instead, check out J.D. Vance's reception when he showed up to the Kennedy Center earlier this month. Have a look.
Kill that light!
There's just something satisfying about that, isn't there? Dude, it's like the entire ending of Dangerous Liaisons. If you haven't seen that movie, you're missing out. It's terrific. Forgive me, I digress. With the university circuit and the Kennedy Center already suffering Trump remorse, no doubt like many of his voters are right about now, the Smithsonian Institution has become the latest victim of the grabber-in-chief. Multiple news outlets, including the Associated Press, now report that Trump has signed a closed-door executive order. That is, an order that is not presented to the public, naming racist Care Bear J.D. Vance as a new High Inquisitor of sorts. Vance will, quote, remove improper ideology, unquote, from the museum, along with anything else that casts the United States in a, quote, negative light. At the time of this report, officials at the Smithsonian have no comment on the order. So what does this mean in real-world terms? Expect the removal of most references to LGBT Americans, especially transgender people. Expect a scrubbing of mentions of racism or bigotry in the nation's history. And jumping off that last point, expect the return of lionizing of Confederate figures such as Robert E. Lee and Jefferson Davis. Which, okay, can I just say this? I don't understand the obsession with trying to lift up Confederate politicians or officers as American heroes. I don't, because they aren't. They tried to destroy America by dissolving the Union. They led an armed uprising against the United States, which does sound familiar in this context, doesn't it? These people are enemies and traitors of the United States, not heroes. They were on the wrong side of history, and lionizing them as heroes or mentioning them alongside real American heroes like Abraham Lincoln is an insult to the memory of everyone who fought to preserve the Union, not to mention everyone before, during, and after the Civil War who fought against racism or for equality, and it is disgusting. So of course, count on Trump to sully up the Smithsonian the way he sullies everything. Just like the way Cheeto powder gets all over your fingers, the Cheeto president filthies everything he comes into contact with. What next? Is he going to portray the Ku Klux Klan as American patriots or Nazi Germany as very fine people? Don't put it past him. And don't expect another Night at the Museum movie anytime soon. The real battle for the Smithsonian is about to begin. This is Occupy Democrat.